Welcome. A young monk came to Goji at the edge of a dusty road. His ears were low, and his steps were slow. He sat beside the path and said, "Master Goji, every road hurts my feet." Goji looked at him quietly. The young monk continued, "I have walked through the village. I have walked through the forest. I have walked beside the river. Every path feels the same." Goji lowered his gaze to the young monk's shoe. "Empty it," he said. The young monk frowned. "My shoe?" Goji nodded. "The road is not inside your shoe, but something else may be." The young monk sighed, loosened the strap, and pulled the shoe from his foot. He turned it upside down. At first, nothing happened. Then one tiny stone fell into the dust. The young monk stared at it. It was so small he almost felt foolish. "All that pain," he said, "just from this." Goji looked at the stone, then at the long road ahead. "Small things become heavy," he said, "when you carry them too long." The young monk picked up the shoe again. The road had not changed. The stones were still there. The distance ahead was still the same. But the pain he had blamed on every path had come from one small thing he had forgotten to put down. This is how the mind often works. One sharp word in the morning can follow us into the afternoon. One cold message can sit in the chest for hours. One awkward moment can keep replaying long after everyone else has moved on. The event may be small, but the mind does not always treat it that way. It carries it forward, returns to it, explains it, argues with it, and gives it more weight than it first had. After a while, we stop seeing the stone. We only feel the soreness. That is why the young monk thought every road was painful. He was not pretending. Every step really did hurt. But he had mistaken the path for the thing he was carrying. Many ordinary days become heavier in the same way. A moment happens, then the mind keeps holding it. By the time evening comes, it feels as if the whole day was against us, when really one small thing was never put down. The answer is not to deny the irritation or force calmness over it. The answer is to look clearly. When the mind feels heavy, ask one honest question. What exactly am I carrying? Was it a message? A tone? A disappointment? A worry about something that has not happened yet? Naming it matters because it brings the mind back from everything to one thing. Once you can see the stone, you can decide whether it needs action or whether it only needs to be released. Some burdens ask for action, others only ask to be released. But many things only need to stop being carried. You notice the thought returning, and you gently step away from it. You bring your attention back to the next real thing in front of you. Not perfectly, not dramatically, just enough to stop feeding the pain. This is what Master Goji was teaching. Before you blame the whole road, look at what has been inside your shoe. Life will never be free of rough paths. But we do not have to carry every small hurt until it feels like the journey itself. Sometimes peace begins with removing one tiny stone.